I think boys of any age have a one-track mind, to a certain extent, really.
Yes, they do, and I still do.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. They just wanna just have sex, don't they, really?
It's not purely crude. Like, you're also into the kind of romance side of things, you know.
It doesn't necessarily just have to be sex, but a lot of the time most things do kind of boil down to girls in one way or another.
As one of the great lovers, you know, I was always interested in poetry, flower arranging, that kind of vibe.
I suppose when you're 16, it's very important to have sex for some reason.
Is that true? Do they want to just have sex with everybody and finger everyone?
There are a lot of stirrings at that age, I think. I mean, you're older than your character, aren't you, Blake?
I am.
So you're through all that.
Oh yeah. Don't even think about any of it anymore.
Nor do I. I don't. Nothing from the waist down works anymore. So that's all dead. So it's difficult to empathise with them.
Girls. Definitely. That's just a silly question, isn't it, really?
Girls are very good giving the illusion that they're more mature. Ah, here's one.
I think it takes a couple of years for the boys to catch up. I say a couple, I mean a fair few.
Boys are immature till they get to about 30, and then that's when they kind of go, all right, stop messing about now. But even at that age, I've met some 30-year-olds who are right plonkers.
I think it's complete rubbish. Girls mature a lot quicker than boys, physically. You know, suddenly there's, you know, tits and ass and all that kind of stuff.
Remember when I first met you, Blake, I said I love making boys cry. I didn't mean that.
Albert Einstein, is he in the cast? No, he's not.
Simon or Joe. They both seem fairly clever. Might be because they both sound quite posh.
Oh, I don't know. This is going to come across badly. That's... Who is the cleverest?
Simon Bird.
Simon Bird?
He's cleverer than Joe.
We're all clever in different ways. Wait.
Simon.
Some people have got street smarts, other people have got book smarts.
It's got to be Simon Bird. You want to say you, don't you?
No. No.
That's James Buckley.
That's easier. James Buckley.
Buckley.
I can't say me, can I? That would be dumb.
I think you're very professional, Blake.
It's me. It is.
One Take Blake. That's his nickname.
I turn up knowing my lines and acting professional, and everyone else pisses around.
That's why you asked that question, because you said it with like a knowing look. Who do you think's the most professional? Not everyone's very professional.
Probably me.
Why are you laughing?
I'm torn. I am torn between two.
Which two?
But I'm torn between James Buckley and Joe Thomas. But I think the biggest moaner is actually James Buckley.
How?
Because it's just a constant whinging. You've always got something to say about something. The reason that Joe moans is because of you as well. So it all comes down to you. You are the biggest moaner.
Joe. Joe, obviously, at me.
He gets like special drinks. He's always complaining that he's ill. He's not ill. He's not ill. Get over it, James.
Joe's got his own. Joe today was going, I've got stuff on my hands.
He had stuff on his hands,
Stuff
didn't
on
he?
my hands.
That was a moan.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands. What do we do about it? Wash your hands.
I think it's me. I think I am the biggest moaner, but it's an internal monologue, so no one ever knows. I think everybody thinks I'm actually fairly you know, easygoing and polite, but inside I'm seething, whinging, horrible, grumpy old man.
Well, I think we're all funny. I think it's funniest when we're all together.
No one's funny. Not one person. That's the problem.
I think I'll have to give that to Simon.
James does actually make me laugh quite a lot, but often in like a quite bad way, just before a take.
It's bloody lucky we've got these script to try and milk out some, you know, kind of desperate vestige of humour.
I think Dougie's pretty funny. I liked what he said about that garden being a training course for paedophiles. Props, guy.
It's funny, be fair.
Does it have to be out of us four?
That was the setup.
Yeah, that's sort of what I've been doing anyway.
Yeah.
Do you want to answer? Do you want to?
You start again?
Let's start again.
I'm going to say that the funniest member of the cast is Joe Thomas, and that's simply because of the amount of ammunition he gives us to take the piss out.
I saw 2 of the leads selling drugs last week, and not just, I mean, Class A's as well, and they were selling them to kids.
Joe's got the worst habits, and they're twitching.
That's a bit more. It's more of a twitch.
Does this thing with his mouth.
Joe says yeah an awful lot.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, yeah. It goes on for a while.
Buckley sometimes gets a little bit distracted between takes.
Yeah.
Do you think he's putting it kindly?
No, yeah, he's got a keen eye for things that are moving around,
Yeah, like
crows and dogs in between takes. So that sometimes throws him a little bit. Really, really rude banter that gets worse if you ask him to tone it down. Talking right up, literally to the second before they say action, so it's impossible to get any sense of focus.
Flirting with every single female that walks past him. I get jealous. I'm like, excuse me. Flirt with me, not the essays. Me.
It's tough as an actor, you've got to make money somehow. So, yeah, seeing them selling brown to under 10s was pretty tough. This will never make it onto a DVD.
Oh, I hope it does.
Damon walking into the window.
What happened there?
Damon.
You laughed. You were going to spit water
No,
out
yeah,
your
I was
mouth.
choking on water and I wanted to spit it out the window, not rather than on the floor.
So you opened the window like that, but actually that window was open. So that was the open one, so that would come across.
Put my head-
So you opened that and went clunk and smacked your head on the window.
And that was pretty funny. It was quite worrying. As Damon's sort of in charge.
It was too good, really. That was the funniest moment. That was before we started. On set, nothing's been amusing.
It's all been very, very dull, very, very serious. There's been no laughter or hilarity, really, sticking to the script. It's just a job, you know? Just go, in many ways, like working in a cake factory or something, you know? I go, I squirt my icing, push it along the conveyor belt, and that's it, you know? Mirthless, in many ways, mirthless.
The sex scene with Simon, that was very, very, very funny. It was all getting a bit awkward in places where like certain parts would touch and then we'd go, oh, sorry. That was good. That was funny. Yeah, that was probably the funniest. I was crying at the time, tears rolling.
James has got a habit of doing his best to chat up extras.
You can't put that. No, you can't say that. I can't let that.
Keep the camera on him!
And James decided to invent a party at his hotel room that didn't exist and try and encourage them to come along to this party at his hotel room that didn't exist.
I was joking. It was a joke.
So yeah, that was my funniest moment on set.